Hey, I'm starting my Midsummer Wildcard Tarot Facebook Live. This is the first time I do it this way, so I'm a little bit excited. It's Friday, and usually I do on my channel, on my YouTube channel, ShadowSisterHealing, I do a pick-a-pile Friday love reading. But I thought for Midsummer Friday, that is now, it's Midsummer Friday in Finland, that we celebrate with family, and I cannot be there, I will be here. And I'm waiting if somebody is showing up, and if not, I have one question already anonymous coming in that I could start to answer soon. And then also today I will, I have to drink a little bit my Persephone elderberry juice. I didn't notice my voice was so bad. So let me explain a little bit, because this is supposed to be recorded. So I hope, at least. So I have here the idea of wild card. And first of all, I have here for all the star signs, they own a horoscope card. Let's put them in order now. Can we wait? Okay, they are pretty much in order. Okay, this one here. Okay, this is. Okay, push the last. Here. So I have this very much horoscope cards here that I will show when we do the horoscope reading for all stars. And I'm planning to be here just 1 hour, so there is somebody there. Welcome, welcome. This is ShadowSisterHealing channel, Facebook Live, my first ever on my own channel. I hope I'm able to save this. This is especially now for Midsummer that I want to celebrate with my audience. And I'm Silva, and I'm gonna pull some wild cards live. So I was just gonna explain. I have here how this wild card function for people who want to ask a question. So first of all, I have tarot decks, but I want to have like extra wild card on one of the 7 chakras. So when I pick you to the reading, I pull one chakra crystal here, and I have 7 piles that I have different cards, my wild cards for the Midsummer, and then you will get your advice card or extra advice from that card, that deck, and then depending on your question, I make the other spread for you. But let's see if we have any live questions today. I will be happy to use my skills. But I'm gonna start now immediately to answer one question that username Turtle made me. You can always send me a private message before I do this kind of Facebook Live, maybe in the future. Just say maybe some spirit animal do you wanna use as your name, and then you know it's for you. So this one is for the Turtle, and the question is how to learn better handle change that in life is inevitable. And I think, like, for this, I was thinking I'm gonna make a Celtic cross, and I will just now tune into which pile. I think I feel this. I take this this fairy tale deck. I think that would be nice. But also, I'm gonna pull one wild card for you also, just to start this thing. So let's see which one. Okay, heart. This is something to do with your heart. Always remember, I mean, turtle is kind of green, green Aventurine is green, turtle green. But anyway, heart, it's like the voice of the heart is like a whisper. Our echo shouts, and our heart whispers. When you learn to listen, that kind of thing, it's very gentle. It's like a heart when you really feel something in your heart. It's like it's kind of, sometimes it can be really like, I don't know, different people have different way, but me it's almost like a butterfly a little bit there in the heart, like this. You can feel it. But the wisdom of the heart chakra is that you have to learn to be a true lover. And what is to be a true lover? And not fall into this kind of roles and faking to be outside how the person who is like a lover, who is like a loving, like making a role out of it, like an actor. So wisdom of this for you is this. And we have here, interestingly, it's like, yes, I think this, yeah, we have this deck. I'm gonna take a wild card immediately before we do the Celtic Cross. It's Chakra Wisdom Oracle. It's very interesting cards. So you can get your Midsummer wild card for your, also for your question. You can think about how to handle the change. Now, like turtle with a heart. This is the wild card for Midsummer. So let's see. Okay, there is it's a heart energy. It's a green. It's a victim. Not so nice card. Maybe there is definitely some wisdom here in those stories. I think I'm gonna read directly from this book. So this is the heart chakra energy. Also, you can see in the picture there's a dragon and there is a squirrel with a nut. There's something about the nut and the inside the nut. I don't know, something is crazy here, maybe, I don't know, nuts. But anyway, let's see. Green acorn. I'm not a victim, I chose to do what I'm doing. Green acorn is asked to star in a fable by Kelly the Green Dragon. He was promised top billing, but in the end he says his best work never made the final edit. Now he doesn't even have a speaking part. He feels betrayed by Dragon. But Green Acorn is not resentful. Being in the fable landed him a job on display at a museum. He insists he's content, but we can see denial and the underlying anger. And this Green Acorn indicates that being in denial may be holding you back. To move forward, you must make an honest assessment of your situation. So you had this question, how to learn better handle change, that in life is inevitable. So it's like, to move forward, you must make an honest assessment of your situation. That's very good set for the heart chakra, because heart is healed with truth. Heart, you need kind of wings to your heart to fly, and how you do that, you start speaking truth, or you demand that, like that truth is so important of the like a healthy ecosystem. Like there is no muddy waters or like darkness, lies. What else? You can ask this question: how are my actions connected to my inability to create breakthroughs? Am I willing to make new choices in order to grow? And here you might, because if you get the victim mentality with your heart, you're like feeling blocked, blaming others, past resentment, deluding yourself, potential for greatness. Yeah, that's the biggest disappointment, that there's such a big potential greatness and then it's not happening. It's like disappointed. Yeah. I read you the meditation because I think this wild card is actually, I don't know even if I need to pull all this Celtic Cross to answer your question. This one single card gives you a lot. So see yourself sitting in a cinema. As the movie begins, you watch a scene from your life about a dream that never came true. Maybe you wanted a promotion, a new house, a relationship, something you were promised that did not come to pass. Allow yourself to feel the disappointment again. Now rewrite the scene. How does your fable ends? So you take charge of your own movie and you are the star in your own movie, and then yeah, you are conducting it. That's and you let your heart lead, be the leading star also. Okay, the one card, I think this was already, I think I'm still gonna make I I'm tempted to pull this kind of, I just when I was decorating my space, I find this kind of mini deck. It's a bit like a German Mickey Mouse stuff. But I think I'm gonna pull another wild card from this little, look how small is this. So let's have a little fun. This wild card, now second wild card for the turtle who asked question about change. Okay, there's some green coming, but this is Mickey under Bandit. Okay. Ah, there is like a question, what is right? This is the picture. It's focused. And what is in this picture, I think is, but this is all in German, it's kind of funny. My German is so bad. Ein Bandit will Mini entführen. Schnell nimmt Mickey sein Halstuch ab. Oh, it was the B and C. Der gereiste Stier verfolgt den Banditen. And the Bandit is außer Gefecht gesetzt. Anyway, this is like extra fun to your question. I don't know, what is the right answer? It's in this picture, it's the D. The Bandit is außer Gefecht gesetzt. Okay, so it's also green, Mickey and the Bandit. Okay, what else? I'm really going with the really like a playful feeling here. Yes, I think I'm gonna make the Gather Cross seal because there is not so many, just some persons showed up, then disappeared. I'm like talking to nobody. Can be like this is my first Facebook Live and I'm happy to be here. I'm here in the midsummer, all my family is in Finland. I'm anyway having some nice little own traditions. I can show you. I was making this kind of nice flower bundles to bring some happiness in my room. So we are continuing with the answering the question of the turtle. I answered already with these cards, but now I'm gonna make a Celtic cross. So how to learn better handle change as in life is inevitable. There was some kind of robbery here with this Mickey Mouse card that I just took, and there was some victim thing. So it was like giving a lot of like a wisdom for the heart. Maybe somebody has kind of robbed your heart because this robbing card game. So like sometimes, yeah, you have to claim it back. It's your heart. You have to be your heart belongs to you also. Nobody can like steal it from you forever if you have some issues to handle this change. Anyway, I'm gonna ask now this. So first of all, we do kill Celtic cross. So when we start first card with this fairy tale deck, it's like this is yourself. Then how can you handle better change? It's the second card. Then we go to past. Often you have to go a little bit timeline past to understand like what was that event, experience, feeling that connected to that situation. And then the fourth is the future of this, what direction, where it's going with this change. Then we have what you're conscious about, what your subconscious tells you. This is quite long, but I'm gonna make an example reading like that. It's kind of fun. A Celtic cross has 10 cards, so I'm gonna put the pillar now. The first of the pillar is like, what are you bringing to the situation? External influences, hope and fears, and then outcome. Let's see. So you are first, coming in as Knight of Coins, crossing with Two of Swords. So that question was the Two of Swords. Actually, this what crosses you is that choice card. I mean, this connects to me like some Indian wife that is burning on the fallow. It's actually very much midsummer, if you think about that. that the fire burns away the old. You have been having a choice, maybe because how you have handled the change. This card coming here as a question. How can I handle better the change? And there is this woman burning. And then you are coming as the most stable knight of them all. Like Knight of Coins is the Knight of Pentacle. That's like a very slow moving knight. So like very stable, grounded, because knight is always action. So you take action, but slowly. And then you have this burning. But I would say like this is a good time in the midsummer to just burn the old. Just burn it like literally like from your mind, but don't burn yourself, of course. Like this is a little bit like the wife here with the 2 swords. Maybe was like married and now is burning in India. But anyway, this is that situation. We have the third, we go to past. What is the thing in the past? Okay, this is Russian fairy tale, the star. There is something about, like star card is the dreams and hopes and kind of working to the community, but there is this fairy tale of this kind of the brother, is it Ilyinashka and sister, like this is like witchcrafted to a goat, this brother, and then this sister is like saving it, but this is in the past. Actually, I think I'm gonna read a little bit of this fairy tale because maybe it's meaningful. Don't have to read all of these cards because it's gonna be otherwise very long reading just one person, but anybody there, I don't see any comments. You can always ask a question me live, and if you stick in the live, I can make you a reading. Now I got this question already prior, so I'm answering to it. Where is this sister, brother? But the star card, there is like, maybe there is a lot of like a success or something in the past that something, it's very positive card anyway. Sister Alinushka and brother Ivanushka, Russian fairy tale. The star is a symbol of hope after disaster, the need to remain positive after misfortune, to remember that things can get better again. It's staying calm and open to future possibilities, seeing your situation with open eyes, mind and heart. Hope, serenity, inspiration, insight, spirituality. So yes, it's like you already have this kind of victim here. Sometimes maybe something like a change happened in the life and you feel a bit like a victim. For example, here was this robbery thing. Like it feels like injustice, like if somebody like rob your property or rob your thing you had and you don't have it anymore, it's like injustice kind of feeling, like your victim mentality also, like, oh my god, how did I not notice this? And yeah, maybe it's really going deep to the heart. But this is in the past. This is a past event. Something happens to your dreams and hopes. Then it's like what direction this is going. Okay, so we have this 2 of swords here. It's always about choice. This kind of burning in the midsummer fire here. About burning question. How can I handle change? Burn it. But this Queen of Swords came upside down. This is usually a very planning and like able to make plans and very like cutting the crap queen, but now it's upside down. So the qualities are in the future still saying that you maybe suffer to see completely clear because you have this upside down. But the fairy tale, you could always look for, these fairy tales always can be found in internet, you can listen later, but this is the Turandot fairy tale. I'm gonna show you this. And here when it's reversed, it's bitterness, vindication, judgment, malice and pessimism. So usually the Queen of Swords is fierce and exacting force. Turandot does not forget betrayal, so her judgments, while fair and principled, seem brutal and cold. Still, she is open-minded and intelligent and can be charming and witty when she chooses. So when it's like, when it went like upside down, it's like you are kind of in this bitter mentality now about this change. maybe it's not good for your heart neither, because your heart is here like, I am love is something you can say, and it brings you back to kind of understanding how you are love. Nothing is taken away from you. You are like complete and whole still. Like nothing was kind of like you are perfect as you are, and the situation served its purpose. And maybe you, when you start to see clear as this Queen of Swords, you start to see like lessons in it. There is people coming to your life, and this reason, season, or lifetime. The biggest mistake we make is like we think like somebody is actually a lifetime partner when they are just a reason that you have to go through to learn, or a season to hang out that season. And then you try to put them in that category of be a lifetime partner, for example, and then things go wrong. So maybe the clarity here, the Queen can turn slowly and start to see clear. Okay, we have still a lot of cards. I'm making this example reading anyway from now for the name Turtle. So the next one is about conscious, what you are conscious about this thing, situation, exchange. Oh, Ace of Coins. There's a lot of abundance. This is an abundance card. It's actually the Chuck the Beans, bean Jackie, who goes to have the magic beans. So there is a lot of prosperity that has been anyway. Like even the Star card is major arcana card. So I mean, maybe this change is kind of big for you because none of these other cards are major arcana, but it's in the past. So you're kind of like, oh, I had that life path, not more changed. Anyway, subconsciously, what you should know. Oh my god, Fenrir the wolf. Oh no, the suffering wolf. Who is this? Do you have a relationship with somebody like this? Oh, the wolf. I feel, whenever I see this Fenrir the wolf, I feel sorry. Like, oh my god, something is, like, it's captured the wolf now. It's a little bit, let's read about that. You should know about that, because the Fenrir suffers a lot. Oi, oi, oi. Norwegian mythology, Fenrir. The Four Swords signals a pause in battle. The Norse gods know that the wolf Fenrir will bring about the end of the world, so they have him bound and chained. While he still represents a threat, for now there is respite. So yeah. Maybe there was some issues, was really burning issues. The knives had to put end of something bad. This woman was kind of like a I don't know, it's kind of like a ninja and tied this wolf. The wolf is now captured and the world is saved. It can be good for you, because anyway, consciously you see you have a lot of magic beans and they can grow into being something amazing. So like, maybe you should stick to this positive thing that something can grow out of this. Actually, it's very fertile. The reason why people were even burning the fires midsummer in the past is like they were burning because it was more fertility to the crop. So this is this moment like a showing. Anyway, we have still the pillar of the Celtic cross. So what are you bringing to the situation? Because this is anyway nice to know now. Oh, Ace of Cups. So you have Ace of Cups, there was like Ace of Coin and Ace of Cup. So there's a lot of love being spilling over. Let's say like you have at least have heart chakra also here. I think the fault of it's not on you, because the heart chakra is here, and the lesson is like, don't be a faker, be a true lover, and you are coming as this is kind of pouring over a cup. What is then external influences? Oh, Three of Swords, this is like a betrayal. So there is like a lot of knives in the heart. This coming to the victim and the relationship territory, that something has gone bad. And crane wife is hurt. I'm actually reading this grain 5 because maybe that's something meaningful for you. It looks very Japanese, both of them. Like you are coming on like this kind of sake, and then this grain 5. It's also like a Japanese stuff. And you have knives a lot here. Usually in the reading you should understand that when there's a lot of knives, it talks about perception and how you like talk about things and what kind of communication you are having. So pay attention to that. There's a lot of knives. Knives have been hurting the wolf. Knife is like choosing a way here. There's a lot of mental, this Queen of Swords should just have a very clear sword to cut the crap. And here is in the heart already the knife. It's almost like there's like a knife circus going on here, like okay, Russian circus, but there is like ending up to be a Japanese number where this woman gets stabbed in the heart. Yeah, actually he's cutting the wings even. Anyway, this, okay, I'll show you this. Let's put it here maybe because you have that today. Okay, so Crane Wife. The Three of Swords represents betrayal. The Crane Wife asks her husband for privacy, but he spies on her, only to discover she was hurting herself to help him. His spying was treacherous, but so was her inability to trust him with her secret. And then heartbreak, self-harm, sadness, grief, separation. Okay, and then we have still in the pillar hope and fears. And if this is matching with the number 6 that was the subconscious, let's see. Oh, the Emperor. So you have an Emperor card, Major Arcana here, hope and fears. It's like leader, like how to lead, how to handle. This is King Arthur, and and then the sword again. How much sword there is? That's the Excalibur, that only the one who is the true king can rise the Excalibur. Maybe there is something that there's really this knife story going on here for you, Turtle, that you have to like hope and fears. You wanted to have this Arthur, King Arthur, who can only that can really lift that sword of all the swords. And now whatever swords have been here, like and it's been a mess. So yeah, where is that King Arthur? Who is this? Who is this external force? Like it's hope and fear in this position. But it should be connected to the number 6. So we have here a Fenrir the wolf. So your hope and dream was that you have this King Arthur. Reality is that you got a Fenrir the wolf, the one who has to be knifed together that will not destroy the world. So it's almost like this werewolf story that you pick somebody who you think is the king, but it actually as a wolf is like destroying the world. Interestingly. And then we have still advice. It's here, and it's the 4 of coins. Oh, this is nice stability card. But this is interesting. This is another interesting Peruvian fairy tale about wait if I can tell it in my own words. It's the Condor's wife. So this girl here is actually like a poor servant Peruvian, like a shepherd who is shepherding the llamas, and then she is with the bare feet. The family doesn't buy her shoes, and then comes this suddenly this mysterious poncho man comes and like comes to help her with the field to look for the llamas, and she falls in love because he helps her and kind of lifts her, and then she's wondering like why this man is like making me like walk in the air, and then is noticing like, oh no, it was a condor, this was a camouflaged. Actually like a condor is now flying with this shepherd girl to the sky and bringing to the condor nest, and then he keeps there like a kind of like a prisoner, but like kind of like, let's say there's this love relationship that they are in the nest, and then she makes a child, but then she gets unhappy that she's just captured there alone with the condor, and the colibri bird, and maybe you see it there, flies around, and she asks the colibri to go tell the parents where she is. They come to, the whole village come to rescue her, and then this is the outcome of whole exchange. And then, bear with me, and then she's rescued, brought back with the child, but oh no, again she ends up poor with the bare feet, looking for the llamas, and then she's on the field, and again the family doesn't buy her shoes, and then soon her son is gonna also be like a without shoes there. Anyway, she again meets this condor, turns up again there like a poncho man, and then she goes with him. Again, you would think like, wow, why she goes again with him? Like, shouldn't she know better? Then the villagers also know where she is, so now they come to the nest and they're like, oh, like, we get you, condor, we show you. And then what happened in the nest? There is 2 condors. She has turned into a condor also. So practically there is some kind of wisdom in this story, like this condor is like a god actually, and there is like this, if you start to think it like that, it's like the relationship to a god, and then she becomes like a powerful herself, and then she can choose her own trajectory of life. So maybe this change can be something really like spiritual even, because for me this is like a wealth card, but that you're kind of stagnant. But I think like maybe there is wealth in the situation eventually. You have some epiphany eventually, because there is even actually how this, yes, question how this is connecting to this card. And this is the abundance, Jack the Bean, and then there's both have the pentacles. So I would answer you now like how you can learn better handle change, understanding that change, yes, it's inevitable and it happens, but it can really it can be wealth in it. It can be a lot of like it's needed, like something new happens, and like new energy is put it in, or new money comes in. Like there is really like needed. The change is creating you also like a wealth. It's not just a bad thing. You have learned from something, and people often, if they want to be successful in business, they have to do many failures. If you don't truly love, how you know what is to love? So you have to take the risk, and then sometimes you fall, but new sprouts can grow out of the heart. Anyway, this was now answering just this one question I got. I'm gonna put this card away. I hope you like it, Turtle. And maybe you feel like there was some robbery happening in your life, but nothing is like, you have a lot of wealth here, but the knives, you should understand how you communicate, maybe how these things can hurt, or like how certain beliefs can make you actually this Venrir here captured. It can be like a really stuck belief, like somebody is stuck in certain beliefs and they make you act certain way, and then you just have to like kind of put boundaries very clear, because oh my god, it's not possible, like this wolf go around there to bite everybody or something with those, I don't know, like deeds. So is there somebody now? I'm looking, I don't see any comment live, but wait, I'm gonna look here. Can I see? Oh, can I get back on the screen? No, I'm still here. Yes, there was some private message, but anyway, this live is still going on. I don't see the time now, so I'm a bit worried, like how long I've been here. Okay, half an hour I've been here. I hope you got like some entertainment out of this. Now it's turn to start the horoscope reading. I hope this recording stays, and this is now midsummer energy for all star signs. So waha, let's make some like I am just like Getting some more energies here. We start with the ARIES. There is this sexy ARIES. Now let's see what is going in the midsummer. It's kind of action. What is this artist? It's called Raoul Douglas. I got from one friend these cards, and I'm very happy. I don't know if I can show here with this hand. Yes, ARIES. So we get the wild card now to ARIES from this plant herbal astrology. We pull just this kind of other wild cards for people who make a question. If it doesn't happen, then this turtle was the only one, but now we're getting warm here. Anyway, happy midsummer for everybody. This is elderberry juice. So ARIES get this card now. I think I pulled two wild cards. I pulled first with this herbal deck and then from the chakra crystals. So first herbal, then we put crystal to get the wild card. ARIES get the crown chakra, something like to be a guru. Have some guru energy going on. And that gives you a beautiful deck. The guru energy is connected to the fairy deck. You get a nice little fairy for midsummer. What is your fairy, ARIES? Let's beautifully align this. Let's put this card now down. Let's beautifully align these colors. Can you see? So, ARIES, what is your fairy? You need to know this. Okay, here it comes. Okay, hematite. Interesting. A little bit black fairy. This is your fairy for the midsummer. A little bit fire behind, kind of say. These are the. And then what is your herbal? Blue lotus. Wow, you're going to the Cleopatra stuff. Ah, wow, blue lotus is kind of like a. I've heard like it's a little bit not available easily because it's kind of drug also, but it's very all time like made sensual things in the Egyptian world. People were like sniffing it in the parties. What is the wisdom of blue lotus for you? Intuition. Okay, ARIES, listen carefully for midsummer. Nymphaeus cerulea. Intuitive knowing, unearthing the subconscious, meeting the guardians of mystery, dream work and initiation. The sacred and mystical blue lotus, regarded as the flower of enlightenment. Actually, you have the flower of enlightenment also here. This is the crown chakra also. Wow, I've like already double timed this. What's happening? Is an ethnobotanical treasure that has been recorded in ancient scriptures as a heal all and is revered as an ancestor flower in mythological creation stories. Blue lotus is a water lily, best known for its powers of euphoria, intuition, rejuvenation, and aphrodisia. Blue lotus was associated with Egyptian sun god Ra, the ruler and bringer of light. Sorry, my English is sometimes really bad. It was used in religious rites and ceremonies led by shamanic priests to induce a trance state so one could commune with the gods. It is also used in funerary ceremonies after the death of a loved one. A blue lotus is said to assist the soul in entering the light. The ancient Maya also revered the blue lotus and other water lilies and referred to it Nahuatl as Quetzalcoatl, meaning precious water flower. The guidance is that the blue lotus is a direct doorway, a mediator in the world of the gods. The perfected balance that it bestows us assists us in the bridging and refining the divine connection between the heart and brain. Blue lotus today is assisting you in widening the portals of your intuitive powers, granting you access to the realms of inner knowledge held within the great mystery. Remember, the lotus rises from the depths of muddy waters, untouched and impeccable, to blossom into majestic beauty. Don't allow the muddy waters of the blossoming process to suppress your intuition and belief in yourself. Trust the process and believe in the mystery. Listen deeply to the guardians of the mystery as you unfold from darkness. Wow, this is a beautiful midsummer card. And then you get the hematite, you got this fairy. Number 16, what is that fairy coming to you to say? So, Aries. Blood, energy, stability, creativity, fire in a glow. The hematite fairy is chock full of energy, creativity and fire. She is the fire within the coal, the red radiant heart glowing inside darkness, the symbol of vital inner life, an eternal flame she is incapable of being quenched. She dances through our lives, bringing warmth and light and life. She is also a powerful healer, a creature of great speed, capable of moving through the body, zooming through the bloodstream. She is particularly adept at strengthening immunity and breaking up any blockages. Is there something else? If you draw in the hematite fairy, it directs you to look for the source of energy in a situation. Who or what provides the passion? What is the lifeblood of a relationship or a project? If you are in a place that's stagnant, how can you revitalize it? That is for the Aries. Now we go to the next. We have a Taurus here. So I'm going to put back this crystal. So Taurus is having this crazy clown and a bull. Some Joker bull energy going on here. Okay, let's. And first we take this. I'm gonna mix this with this. Okay, let's put it on the table. So now we have here for Taurus. Ui, what is that? No more than one card. No. Ah, this one, okay. So then we take chakra crystal. Okay, throat chakra. There's something to say. Don't be a silent child, but communicate. Communication means express yourself. Express can be singing, dancing, moving your body, painting, doing anything like that is expression. Words, clearly, but it can be also some other senses. Express yourself. And yes, this is landing to the shadow deck. I have the shadow deck, so actually I take then 2 cards, what you are aware and what you are not aware for Taurus. This is your wild cards coming with the throat chakra. What you're aware, what you're not aware. Taurus, okay, we have to put this. What you're aware and what this is Lapis Lazuli, very beautiful. Okay, so Taurus, Earth, 10 of Earth, 10 of Pentacles. There is a lot of abundance. It looks like almost like our Earth, planet Earth, just Earth. I'm gonna read from the book, but this then not aware. Oh, also Earth, but Ace of Earth. Wow, there is really like Earth energy. Like you have this bull. There's already Taurus Earth energy, and then you get these wild cards show you like a wisdom of the Earth, like you are really Earth being. And then we have the express. How can you express with the Earth? Maybe you have to grow things, you have to grow yourself, you have to stretch yourself like in the picture. I'm gonna read from that book because maybe that gives some extra information about what is now in the midsummer. Almost like you make yourself like this wheel of star. You can see yourself. You got this. It's like your world. Inside world. Your body is a world. Interesting. Interesting wild cards for Taurus. Maybe it's really like all the elements of the earth is visible, like the air, water, Ace of Earth. Yeah, subconsciously is that, but consciously you have 10 of Pentacles. So what is that? There is no side numbers here, it's just pictures, so it's difficult for me to find this, but wait a moment. This. Okay, I found first the subconscious, that is the Ace of Earth, the human body. Making the Ace the human body does not mean that humans are first priority or the center of the universe, although sometimes we act like that. Rather, it represents that our experience of the world starts with our body. We perceive through our physical senses as well as with our heart and our mind, our instinct and intuition. Everything that exists must be known because we cannot do so otherwise, through our own unique experience. Yeah, experience of the world. Like an observer watching subatomic particles, effects and shapes what is learned. We cannot separate ourselves from environment, no matter how much we behave to the contrary. The Ace of Earth contains the potential one could hope for. Everything that exists or can exist is in this Ace. It is the seed of universe. When this card shows up, it's a gift, a sign that you can make a lot with very little. And the shadow side of this card indicates squandering a gift or refusing to see its value and potential. So practically you have everything to do anything within yourself. The seed of the universe. And then we have for Taurus still the It's really hard to find this, and it's not like a here, last of the last. This was like a full day, 10 of Earth. As we noted before, the world seems solid and firm to us, but it's really moving quite quickly in a number of different ways all at once. Probably the most notable one is the Earth's rotation on its axis, causing the experience of a day and night. The division of our time on this planet into lightness and darkness is also one of our most persistent and common metaphors, yin and yang. Everything carries the seed of its opposite. The night sky has the moon, which reflects the sun, the orb of the day. The day casts shadows, seeds of night under the sun. And yet there is a sense of eternity, for the stars shine always, whether we see them or not. Okay, I read this. The combination of opposites reminds us that there is time for everything. Work, play, sleep, activity and rest, planting and sowing, giving and receiving. Sometimes we play one role, sometimes another, but always and eternally, whether we notice or not, the god and the goddess shine and flow through it all. So that is your wild cards, but we have still the herbal astrology card. Lion's mane, leadership. I think it's really asking you to take this kind of leadership of how you're experiencing things. Like a lion. There is two persons seeing, but nobody say hello. Hello. I'm doing here a midsummer reading, and this is now for Taurus. I'm going with the horoscope readings. As long as there's no question, I'm not stopping. Nobody's gonna stop me. There is a Taurus going on here. And let's see. Let's put this for a moment. Lion's mane. Number 18. Lion's mane. Taurus. Lion's mane has been used as a food and medicine for well over 2000 years in the high mountain region of Asia. Its nickname include birded tooth or pom-pom mushrooms. And in traditional Chinese medicine, it's referred to as a Hou Tou Gu or monkey head mushroom. And in Japan, it's called Yamabushitake. During China's dynastic periods, Buddhist monks were said to use lion's mane as a nutritive food and in tea to enhance focus and brain power during meditation. In traditional Chinese medicine, lion's mane was used to combat qi, life force, deficiency, nurture the liver, spleen, lung, heart and kidneys, nourish the gut and even fight cancer. Modern scientific research has proven that lion's mane is nutrient-dense fungus with many healing properties, such as stimulating the growth of neurons in the brain and helping with neurological conditions. Lion's mane has the ability to assist nerve growth factor, which enables the brain to heal itself, thereby assisting with cognition, memory, retention, and mental performance. So that's guidance is still that the lion is a symbol of power, animus, like a masculine power, the primordial essence within the sacred masculine that expresses itself as relentless determination, ambition, focus, and will. When we meet lion's mane, we immediately feel a regal and generous presence. When out of balance, vanity and overconsumption block the flow of love coming into the inspire ambition. Power isn't powerful when you put others or yourself down. You are wielder of raw power and may be destructive of consequences if consequences are overlooked. Lead your life from a place of compassionate leadership and the rest will follow. This is now very powerful advice for Taurus. So there is asking you to be the leader, having like the bull, don't get crazy, get it like a work for you, this bull energy. So let's go to the next. You're having wild cards for the star signs now. So next one in the row is Gemini. Gemini is here. Welcome all the Geminis. Pisces. Now here is your card. And I'm gonna pick you astrological, herbal astrology card. Gemini, gem. Okay, these two cards are coming up. Okay, because it's Gemini. Okay, I'll take them. Then we have a crystal. So for Gemini, you have to pay attention to your solar plexus chakra. It's your strength within you, the solar power. This a little bit here, and then we see which pile is connected. It's the magical key, the witchy key. These are connected to this, so you're gonna get your witchy key for Gemini. Pick them a little mysterious now for midsummer, so this is a lucky deck. Okay, again two cards. Oh my god, Geminis, the two sides. Okay, so your astrologic thing is like Palo Santo, Guardian. This is kind of against the evil. Burn this, reminds of midsummer fire. And you have Yer Consakha, Transfiguration, also some sort of with tower moment and tower burning. Okay, then we have the Peace, Merak, embrace oneness with universe and mosaic, let chance plays creative role in your life. You get this kind of cards as a wild card. And this kind of cards. I'm gonna read very shortly from this because now we have so many cards. Anyway, interesting what I see immediately is like this Palo Santo is number 55. And Yer Consakha is 22. There's like a double numbers even in these cards, and this came as a double, like Gemini, come on. And then these are like 16 and 18, the numbers in this witchy deck. Sometimes you can see things in the numbers, so I say them. So Palo Santo is the guardian. Gifts from past lives, activating dormant gifts, connecting to the ancestors, guarding of the sacred, the sacred stricture. The ritualistic burning of Palo Santo, which translates to sacred holy wood, can be traced back to the Incan Empire, where it was used in spiritual ceremonies to cleanse the body and space of malignant darkness. To this day, it is used ritualistically among many indigenous communities throughout Central and South America, particularly to cleanse bad energy, bad air, and the evil eye. Let's leave it to that. So maybe it's really good midsummer now to burn something, some incense or the midsummer fallow or anything. I have here made, actually I'm a Gemini, but I made this kind of herb bundle. I could say like maybe you doing some kind of herb bundle now that you can burn later and remember the summer sun could be a good thing. So just taking action immediately. And this Yerkon Shaha is that transfiguration. Unforeseen change, breakdown, transfiguration, poison, transmute, evil, neutralize, rising from the ashes. Yerkon Shaha is a doctrine of signatures plant, as its indigenous uses directly mirror its appearance. Its mottled coloring calls to mind a poisonous snake native to the Amazon, and local villagers use the starchy root as an antivenom. In Peru and Ecuador, the snake and plant are both called Yerkon Shaha or Fer de Lance. In Brazil, the snake is named Yararaca and the plant Erva Yararaca, which translates to Yararaca herb. Okay, what is the guidance of this for you? Watch your back. Yerkon Shaha represents radical change and breakdown. This card can mean that somebody or something is harming your energy. If this applies to you, remember that the darkest of energies that bring crisis or unforeseen changes can be transmuted into benevolence. Even the strongest of poisons can be medicine, like snakes. The first step in neutralizing it is recognition. The second step is removing fear and insecurity, and the third step is reconstruction of the self. Examine your life from a third-person perspective. Draw upon universal forces to transmute the environment, people, or situations that are depleting your life force. So yes, watch a little bit. But we have the two witchy cards, so generous. You have two witchy cards. I'm getting sweaty in this room. I was gonna keep just 1 hour, but we're only in Gemini. I have to drink my elderberry juice. So 16. Merak. Embrace, this is your wild card, embrace oneness with the universe. Are you rushing through life, trying to achieve and occur? When Merak appears, it's time to take a deep breath and slow down. Consider there are simple, small, happy things around you to which you are blind, whilst you fixate on and desire larger goals and larger expectations that are making you feel increasingly cut off, frustrated or despondent. The girl of Merak has stepped up away from her desk, out of the kitchen, away from others' expectations. She has chosen to walk, not drive. She treads slowly in order to fully sense and notice the little things around her. Her heart lifts with a great sense of happiness. At her feet spring luscious berries and sweetly scented flowers. The world around her swells with pleasure as it senses itself being noticed and appreciated. So this for your summer days, go barefoot walking. Charge yourself with this sort of energy, shine your light, and don't care about now office people or whatever, like things happening at the work. Now it's time to celebrate life. And then we have still a second card, you're so blessed, mosaic. So trust everything is as it should be. When mosaic presents, it means you have been trying to micromanage your life and your fixed view is limiting all the gifts and potential the universe is waiting to make available to you. It's time to say, I don't know, and to break free of the rules and conditions you have placed on yourself and on other people, places and things. Trust that there is no specific right way thing must be, or progression of events that must occur. Know that you do not know, and that is good in this moment. And essential for the next chapter of your life to commence. Chance and surprise are essential creative elements in the unique mosaic of your life. Yes, like a carpe diem. And go to the nature. Connect to the source energy. And then remember, Palo Santo can put the evil away, but also watch your back. Like there was this thing, like you need to remove the poison. If somebody like try to poison you, then just don't let that happen to you. Be aware. So here we have Gemini. I'm getting really sweaty here. This is only, I have done one reading for Turtle, and then I have done 3 wildcard readings for star signs, and I have 9 left. Next one, Cancer. So we have here, let's start with a picture from Raoul Douglas. Here is your Cancer picture. Here come all the Cancers there. I don't often do horoscopes reading, and now I do, and I hope you like it. Take crystal first of all. Oh, what is this? Okay, crown chakra. Some guru energy here. Don't to be egotist, but be a guru, good guru. Then it's connected to fairy. You lucky one, you get a fairy, midsummer fairy. Midsummer fairy for Cancer. Okay, this one. And then herbal astrology. There are some healing herbs for midsummer. Let's see. Okay, one. Oh. So your fairy is malachite. Interesting. Let's put this here. This summer fairy is coming now. Cancer. What was the number again? 22. Maybe the number is meaningful at 22. Healing hidden sources, flowing movement, good fortune. The malachite fairy carries the green energy of hidden lakes and underground streams, the knowledge of sweet water that flows through the earth. She is substantial being, a kind of head nurse, fairy who gladly works in the trenches. Malachite is one of the ultimate healers, second only to quartz. Yeah, these are crystal stones. Her green color is essence of rejuvenation and recovery. Her banded patterns are the physical manifestation of the ability to sleep inside the body and work. The malachite fairy draws our emotional and physical illness, willingly spending herself in the process. She is extremely loving and giving, even to the point of self-sacrifice. And what is the guidance of that card for you, Cancer? Here. A malachite fairy card often appears when you're hurting. When you draw this card, know that the reinforcement has arrived. Ask yourself what is inside you that needs healing, and then let her go to work. She is particularly adept of helping humans become what they are meant to be. Know that she will open you to earth memories, knowledge from the planet and from other lifetimes. What she asks in return is that you move with the flow, bending where necessary and knowing the earth and its creatures with reverence. The malachite fairy is about becoming part of the flow of the life stream. Be careful not to hold yourself apart. And we have here still Valerian acceptance. Interesting again, like in the Gemini, it goes so these double numbers. Now you got 22 and then you got 4. Very interestingly, you have this card now. So, double number. So, where is my book? Just very hot in this room. Acceptance for Cancer. Intuitive order, loosening up, acceptance, embrace your imperfections, persistence. Valerian supports us by widening our trigger points and helping us to zoom out of a situation that might be overloading you with anxiety or stress. Remember, go easy on yourself and don't push yourself too hard to meet goals. Valerian remedies the internal parts of ourselves that can embody what energy is this? Mouse energy. When we are overly analytical and judgmental in high trigger mode, the message here is to take measure. Although your foundation can be established with great order, there is a certain amount of flow needed in order to enjoy creativity and growth. Don't exhaust yourself into details, embrace your imperfections. So there is beauty in imperfections, so embrace them. There is a mouse for some reason. Message. Okay. This is for you, Cancer, and this was all overall cards. Okay, we go to the next. Pulling these wild cards, all the chakra crystals are connected to different decks, 7 decks. And Leo, what is Leo gonna get? Which crystal? Let's put it back. Ooh. 2 times fairy has come already from these cards. So now Leo, this is for you. You have a heart. Okay, heart is totally, our chakra is Leo's crystal. Very, very aligned. And we have here this chakra wisdom oracle. Leo, what Leo needs to know. What Leo needs to know, show me. Okay, perseverance. It's a little bit like an actor who should not give up. Remember the story? And I'm gonna read a bit. This is your wild card for midsummer. Wild card. Wild. Thing I love you. That's kind of Leo energy. It's got, oh my, some theater thing was this. When we do our chosen work, we are serving the highest order. If we stop, we upset the universal balance. What you work toward will materialize. You may not see it, but it lies ahead. And meditation. Imagine yourself walking along a path, wrapped in a cloak. You reach a glass wall. Through the glass, you can see your goals. Step forward and pass through the wall. Your cloak falls to the ground, staying with your past. Let it go. You don't need it anymore. So it was a whole sentence about this perseverance was like, don't quit before the miracle. So you need perseverance to achieve your goals. Like this actor was just gonna give up, but he was coming out. But if you just do a little longer, you will succeed, is the message here for midsummer. There is this beautiful Leo energy here. And still the herbal astrology for Leo. I'm trying to keep it short. Let's see, it jumps here immediately. Okay. Mother word, strength. And there is again Leo. Oh my god. Oh my god. How fitting is this? Leo get a Leo. Picture in the things. Ah, where is my book? What is the number? I like when these synchronies happen. Mother word, 13 strength. So under midsummer sun, you are asked to have strength. Let's do this also. Strength, essence of creation, connecting to the creatrix within, fertility, birth, creativity, inner trust. The botanical name Leonorus cardiaca comes from the ancient Greek leon for lion and aura for tail, referring to the plant's leaves, which resemble a lion's tail. Cardiaca pertains to the herb's actions on the heart. And you had even a heart chakra coming on. Be a true lover, like and not an actor. Like actually, if you are a good actor, you are really like living that part like real. Cardiaca pertains to the herb's actions on the heart. As a whole, the name translates to lion-hearted, a term that speaks to motherword's action on the physical cardiovascular system and the emotional spiritual heart. Motherwort has a strong history of use in both Europe and Asia and is associated with aiding mothers and women. Many cultures have used motherwort to honor the goddesses of fertility because of the herb's association with Venus and the moon. It was considered a protective plant, especially useful in spells to guard pregnant women and the unborn children from envy or evil air. It was often planted around the home or hung from doorways, as it was said to keep away unwanted guests, both physical and supernatural. Motherwort was either smoked or burned to use for smoke cleansing, as it would drive bad spirits out of the house. Many species of motherwort were used for heart protection and for counter magic to reverse a curse. Interesting. Like I have made now midsummer this kind of like a herbal bundle, and I would say like maybe you could do, if you could look what this motherwort look like, if it is growing somewhere or not. Maybe it's exotic, but you could just check and make these kind of bundles from that. But otherwise, just make any flower and then you try it and then you can burn it later. Yes, let's keep it here. So this was for Leo, a lot of heart energy, a lot of strength. Ooh, I have still a lot. I have a lot and I need to drink it. Okay, let's go move forward. So we have here a Virgo. Virgo, welcome to your midsummer reading. There are no timestamps. Best would be look live. I'm going to pull you a crystal. See, your wild card for this midsummer is the throat chakra. Express yourself, don't be a silent child. Use any kind of expression, artistic too. And we have connected to that this shadow deck. So I'm gonna pull now you 2 cards to show what you see and what you don't see. What you see and what you don't see, Virgo. Mother of Earth. Beautiful. Do you know that you're kind of motherly, very Virgo is Earth. I think this is totally like a Virgo event, like a card. Virgo is connected to Earth anyway. And elemental of Earth also. What is elemental? What would that be? These names are a bit weird. It's hard to interpret sometimes. Like, is this like one of those king? It's not ace. Where is that? Anyway, Earth is coming strongly in the midsummer to like connect to the nature, that is like the mother nature for Virgo, and then express yourself well, because there is the throat chakra. So what is that? Element of Earth. It's the page. It's the page of, I think, element of Earth is a page. So usually it's very like this page energy is always having new ideas, or like a very enthusiastic about a project. Here it says, the element of Earth is a sure sign of prosperity, abundance and manifestation. The energy surrounding and filling the situation is solid and stable. This bodes well for completing any task, but take care to keep other energy flowing, or the whole situation could collapse in a pile of stagnation. And then you got also the mother. Earth takes her place as Mother Nature, providing a rich harvest. She nourishes our bodies and our souls with the best of her creation. This came from Virgo. The wild cards, these two shadow cards. And actually I didn't pull yet of the herbal astrology, but I do now. For Virgo, what Virgo needs to know, this. Paudarko, metamorphosis. There's some kind of transformation happening. This is very beautiful plant that was one of my reading already. I'm gonna read something short to not keep it too long. So this is for Virgo. Number is 7. I think this face life is longer than 1 hour already. I'm sweating here. Anyway, I don't see any comments, so anybody can always say something like a hi. But this for Virgo now, I'm doing these horoscope readings. Discovery through darkness, transcendence of the unknown, unearthing fear, non-conformity, breaking cycles. And this Paudarko is one of the most beautiful trees on earth. And it's called Lapacho also. There's tea also like that, and it's one of the great protectors of the sacred, and she's welcoming you in. Archetypally, Paudarko embodies one of the phases of the dark goddess in her mighty splendor. The dark goddess is multifaceted, challenging belief systems, frailties, weaknesses, and testing our strength. Like Pluto, Lapacho demands you rebel against the ignorance of the old self and learned paradigm that inhibit the splendor of your self-expression. Her mighty darkness provides the tools to rebuild ourselves anew, triggering instant metamorphosis. Don't fear the unknown nature of mystery. The cosmic bomb in its darkness births all hidden potential into existence. Trust and step in. You are being guided. I would connect that this mother is totally connected to new moon, so there's maybe something, because this is also like talking about like this kind of dark energy. So something for the next full moon, maybe there is some kind of like a metamorphosis needed. But anyway, being grounded is totally here, and like a Virgo card is a little bit flying angel here, but she's grounded. She understands the wisdom of nature and being kind of getting the source energy of nature, and maybe it would be good for you also now. Midsummer to this kind of smoke bundle, gathered flowers. Okay, I'm gonna keep it short. Virgo, the throat chakra, and then we go to the next, which is Libra. So we have Libra here. Libra. Balance, balance, balance. Keep it there. Okay, which crystal comes for Libra? Okay, it's solar plexus chakra. Don't be like a servant, but be a hero of your own story. Shine your light. We have the herbal card. Yeah, you get nicely the secret key now, because you got this. Don't drop them. So you get this secret key because you have this solar plexus chakra. So that's your wild card for midsummer here. Wild card for midsummer is Ubuntu, compassion for others. Beautiful. It's coming for you for midsummer. And then your plant is Palo Santo. It's already, I think, for somebody. Was it Gemini? Who was it? Somebody else. Palo Santo is coming. So I'm gonna read something about it, even if I read already. The number is 55. Things are just dropping here if I put them like that. Okay, let's keep this. What we read. Palo Santo. read just something short because I already read to other person. It's gifts from the past lives, activating dormant gifts, connecting to the ancestors, guardian of the sacred trickster, and the ritualistic burning of Palo Santo, which translates to sacred holy wood, can be traced back to the Incan Empire. And then guidance. Palo Santo is a protective one that grants us the power of unlocking innate gifts that have laid dormant, inactive or blocked. Palo Santo, like the fox, is here to assist you as a spirit guide who helps you navigate the spirit world. The Secura fox is native to South America, nestle among the desert forest of Palo Santo for shelter, living in symbiosis with these precious trees. Foxes are symbolic of the afterlife, invisibility, and the sacred trickster. Palo Santo neutralizes the venom of dark tricksters and alchemizes its poison into gold, becoming the sacred trickster. Palo Santo is here to remind you to activate your dormant gifts. You are guardian of the sacred that has walked many paths. Know that you can neutralize the greatest of poison and even outwit the smartest of tricksters. And now we have here still Ubuntu for the wild card for Midsummer. Oh, I'm getting a sweaty here in this room. 34. What if you were solely defined by your compassion for others and the kindness you extend? This reading is always for Libra. How would your life look? How would you conduct yourself if Ubuntu, humanity, was solely what you were known for? Consider how your benevolence can extend to other species and creatures. This is a time to empathize with others' journeys and put yourself in their shoes. For better or for worse, the girl pierces her own eyes with the leaf, and in doing so opens the window to her soul and learns from the challenges and the gifts of others' journeys. She is peaceful and reflective. There is no pain, only greater understanding and greater wisdom. Now it's the time to notice others' struggles and help them. Listening with compassion and patience can ease the suffering of another person. Yeah, listening with compassion. Be divine by your willingness to put others' needs before your own, just as you would appreciate they might do in your times of need. And this was also like, don't be a servant, but be a hero. Do like heroic things, help others. Keep the evil away with Palo Santo. Okay, this was for you, Libra. I'm trying to be fast now to get all these readings done. Kind of like in the middle. So next one is Scorpio. For Midsummer. Scorpio. Keep it there. And this wild card you're gonna get. Okay, little fairy is coming here also for you. I have this little fairy deck. Scorpio fairy, what is this? Okay, we have here Celestite. This one is coming for Scorpio. Oops, let's put it here. Midsummer fairy. Oh, that's the number 9. Number 9. Celestial realms, freedom, release. The Celestite fairies are sylphs, elemental spirits of the air who contains essence of the clouds and the skies. They are said to dwell on mountain tops. In each of our meditations on Celestite, we were given glimpses of ethereal spirits who would come into form if asked but couldn't be made to stay. Drawing the Celestine fairy is a mixed message of source. On one hand, her presence is a joyful glimpse of purest freedom, a sign you can shed the things that restrict and hold you down, that this is a time to let your spirit soar. On the other, she is a creature who cannot be held. Often her card appears when you're holding tightly to something that needs to be released. Let it go, she tells you. Some things were never meant to be possessed. Yes, Scorpio got this kind of fairy, and then we have still the herbal card. I have two kind of wild cards for you. And here, Angel's Trumpet, Death. It's also like a transformation, maybe some release is needed or some new thing. This is anyway a wild card. Herbal wisdom. What was the number again? 46. Is somebody commenting finally? I don't see any comments here. Would be nice to get some comments. This is my Facebook Live of horoscope signs now. In the beginning I did also one Celtic cross reading. And Angel's Trumpet is about death, breakdown, cathartic transformation, rising from the ashes, elimination, death, shedding the old. Death card is actually Scorpio card, so I'm not surprised it's showing up. It's totally Scorpio energy. Curanderos healers within many traditions incorporate Angel's Trumpet into master plant brews like ayahuasca to enhance astral traveling and spiritual experience. Other cultures around the world, including in Tibet, have also used these important poisonous plants within their practice. And Angel's Trumpet signals time of catharsis or death. A deep emotional breakdown is due or near. You may feel lost in your own emotional despair, depression, shame or unworthiness, but know the angels of discernment and darkness are here to support you. Coming eye to eye with the darkest feelings within yourself catalyzes the greatest awakening. Deeply pause, let go of control and witness the broken pieces within yourself with loving awareness. The medicine of the bat symbolizes the need for a ritualistic death of relations, situations or aspects of life. Bat-like Angel's Trumpet signals catharsis and rebirth, signaling literal or metaphysical death of old patterns and worn-out habits. Understand that you can reconstruct at any time, regardless how shattered you might feel. That was for Scorpio. Very aligned to the usual Scorpio death energy. And even this Celestine Powers is also asking to release. Then next is Sagittarius. Let's see immediately what is your wild card. I'm going to pull here a crystal. Ah, there is Jacqueline. You are doing great. Thanks. Read from me before I do a sakura. Ah, thank you. Yes, if Jacqueline, if you have a question, I can do live pulling, but I have still Sagittarius going on, and soon is your horoscope sign too, so stay tuned. This room is just getting very hot. Hot with the solar energy that is also now midsummer. Oh, so Sagittarius get a different crystal now, third eye. And we have this interesting Edmund Dulac deck with the horses. I'm gonna pull two cards with this, and that is, let's put this Sagittarius here. What you know and what you're aware and what you're not aware. I'm gonna ask from these cards. And I would be happy for Jackie that if you would have a question. I have here, for example, a healing wheel that I was going to suggest. So I don't know if you even need a question there. I could just do your healing wheel if you give me permission. Just say yes, or number one, if you want to have a healing wheel done to you. What could heal you? I could show you. So we got two cards of the Sun, for Sagittarius, and one for the, what you're aware, Queen of Cups, an upside Three of Pentacles. What is this? Deals. This is usually like when it's Three of Pentacles is like deals. Something is to make plans and deals, and now it's upside down. And then there's Caring Queen, the one who is very loving. So it's emotional, maybe decisions that you have to make, or undo some decision that you already made. And then you have here the Ace of Cup. I think it's, I'm gonna read from the Dulac deck because it looks really like this is the wild card, like a boat. The woman is also near the shore, so maybe some trouble is ahead. some travel plans maybe, because these are plans. Maybe the plans were now, because it's upside down, maybe travel plans have changed. Like emotionally, you are like emotional about some decisions, where to go, because it shows really like just shortly seeing these cards is like it's about some travel plans. It's a bit emotional for you to choose, maybe it's hard to choose. Okay, so what is the fairy tale connect to this? Edmund. I think you cannot read them upside down even in this. They're just always like this. So for Sagittarius, two men demonstrate how spinning machine works to a rich gentleman who looks on in satisfaction. Exchange of ideas, teamwork, collaboration between different minds and visions. So I think it's like a team, 3 people having like a team gathering. But then there is this woman here, Queen of Cups. What is here to tell this? Because it came together with that woman, so. A woman sits on a rock over the sea. She ignores the view, looking instead at the viewer with a serious and earnest expression, reflecting on oneself and on others, taking care of others, paying attention. Okay, it's really like some things are maybe very meaningful for you. As I said, like maybe it's even about like planning something, but you are having like a heart in that, like you are there, like a feeling person there in that meeting. You feel a lot. You let your emotions guide you, I would say. Yes, Sagittarius, this is like you have a ability to use your emotions for make good decisions. It's almost like intuitive decisions because you feel it. And then you have this one, I think it's Ace of Cups. A ship. This was in the shadow, that like a subconscious that you wouldn't be aware. Okay, let's put it here. A ship festooned with flags moves through a calm sea, its sails filled with wind. The sky is still, the vessel strays so that it has changed course, proceeding with trust and love, readiness for new experiences. Okay, so it's just, this is a moment of pause and taking a really heartfelt decision, feeling it, and then going with a plan, with a new journey. Some new boat is sailing now, some new plans are going. Okay. So Sagittarius. And then you have the third eye. So it's something really like you have to use your intuition. The feeling, intuition comes from the emotions and heart, and not to be totally analytical always or like a book nerd, but use your intuition, Sagittarius, to make a good choice and have a nice travel, because I think you like that. It looks like traveling. Next one is the Capricorn. So here we have Capricorn, and we take crystal for you. Look, Capricorn, I made this kind of flower bundles. They are drawing here. This is a nice thing here. This moment of the year, perfect. Okay, so root chakra. This is safety and security. This is just the house, money, all kind of basic needs has to be met before you can like go forward. This is your base, your base energy, roots, and it's connected to this Earth oracle. So let's see what is coming. Wild card for midsummer. Capricorn. Healing grief. So there is something you need to grieve that's healing. Understand, like if you are sad, as I as a shadow sister many times expressed how sadness can become your biggest power, is the depth of emotion, is that you actually care, and understanding like how much power is to go through all those emotions, and they can give you really strength to do something because you care so much and you invest so much on something. It's not bad at all. So use those caring emotions well. I'm gonna read now from this Earth Wisdom for Capricorn, number 19, and a healing grief. Something needs to be let out, like washed out. Spiderwort, also called widow's tears, heals grief and sadness and is helpful to the overall sensitivity. So this is spiderwort plant. And then lepidolite is a stone, is useful for balancing emotions. Dealing with grief is a delicate matter. On one hand, emotions must be felt, acknowledged and honored. You must be fully present with your feelings. On the other hand, you must have faith that there is light beyond the darkness. Processing grief requires a delicate touch combined with strength. And the affirmation you could say to yourself, Capricorn: I have suffered a great loss. I feel shattered and lost. I'm gentle with myself as I process this loss. I comfort myself with the knowledge that there is light beyond the darkness. And still we have this herbal astrology for you, Capricorn. So that is for you, Capricorn. Now something what needs to know from the herbal. Tobacco offering. I don't know if you're a smoker, but something about this tobacco is coming that is good. Strangely, is asking you to smoke. Maybe it's just, I would connect it to even this kind of like a, you can make this kind of bundles to burn the what does the number again? 24, that's okay. 24. Offering. Tobacco is used among indigenous groups across America as an offering to the gods for smoke cleansing, as an offering to spirits, as a sacred smoke at council meetings, and as a ceremonial juice during vision quests. Widely used by shamans in the Amazon called tabaqueros. Tobacco is considered a planta maestra, teacher master plant. These plants are key to protective spirits and important allies and guides in the healing of humanity. Guidance. The cards of power are here to serve and they demand loving respect. Tobacco reminds us to utilize power compassionately. How we use and direct this power determines the quality of life. Offer your actions as a divine gift, selflessly and in service to the sacred. Grandfather Tobacco's protective and powerful energy lovingly opens the doorway to the spirit world to those who ask with humility and respect. Don't allow illusions of power to seduce you into destructive behavior and addictive tendencies. Tobacco is here today to remind you of the importance of offering as a form of opening invocation and respect. Okay, and this was actually connected also to mother energy, is a healing energy. He was talking about the grandfather Tobacco, but this is like a, don't be a victim, but be a nurturing, caring mother that is making good plans how the basic life is going. And this healing grief was also this way of cards. And then this. So all this. Okay, we are almost in the end. We have still Waterman. Aquarius. Beautiful. And let's see which crystal is coming for midsummer. Ta-da-da. Oh, the fairy. You're gonna get your fairy also. Lucky you. So many fairies have jumped into the air signs. I think it was like Libra and Gemini and now Aquarius. Everybody get a fairy. Happy? Which fairy is this? Oh, okay, you get an Amber. Amber fairy comes to Aquarius. A for Aquarius and Amber. Okay, what is the number? Number 2. say the numbers. Maybe the numbers are meaningful. Number 2 is connected to February, and that is the month of Aquarius, of course. Let's see. Number 2. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Sun-warmed memories transformation. So the fairy Amber tells you for midsummer this. Amber is nectar to the fairies, sweet and restorative, each piece containing secrets of the past. The Amber fairy is a spirit of transformation, the manifestation of sunlight going into the trees and the trees then giving back the sunlight in their resin. She is being of great sweetness and kin to the god Apollo. True Amber often seems to hold a frozen bit of the past. The Amber fairy has a sense of movement to her. Sunlight doesn't just go into the leaves, its energy is transmitted to the earth and the waterways, almost as if it were charging an electrical system. The Amber fairy, who helps call the light down to the trees, is part of Earth's circulatory system, breathing light and life into it. She's also connection to vanished worlds. If there is a part of your past that irrevocably gone, meditate on the Amber fairy or on a piece of amber to summon any necessary memories and then make peace with that part of your life and the fact that you moved on. Conversely, if the past is frozen inside you, impeding movement, meditate on the card with a piece of amber, visualizing all that's frozen melting into the sun's golden warmth. The Amber fairy is messenger, reminding you that life is change and even the most difficult memories can be transformed into new life and direction. And yes. She holds traces of ancient times. Okay, let's have the still, it was your white card. Amber fairy. And now, yeah, of course you have the guru energy here also. Be a guru, don't be an egotist. And we have here the herbal astrology for Aquarius. What Aquarius need to know. Okay, reishi, retreat. There is some kind of, looks like a mushroom, I don't know. Interesting. What is the number? 27. I have one sign to go and then I'm gonna stop because I'm totally sweating here. Retreat. Called Lingxi in Chinese, reishi represents immortality and is considered the herb of spiritual potency, meaning success, well-being, divine power and longevity. Said to have been discovered in 396 before Christ in the Sangbai Mountains of China by Taoist monks. It is one of the oldest mushrooms used in medicine. It has long been called the anti-aging mushroom and powerful Shen tonic, a category of medicines that nourish the spirit. And the guidance is pause, it's time to renewal. If you feel overwhelmed or mentally overloaded, it's time to retreat. Take the time to recuperate and recharge, and personal growth will follow. Overstimulation and indecision lead to a sense of weakness, imprisonment, and a feeling that you are awaiting death. Like bear, hibernate or rest before you take on the next project or challenge. Many Native American tribes have called this space of inner contemplation the Dream Lodge, a place where to witness death and see beyond the confines of physical reality by visiting the dream time. Create the space to be in silence and calm the inner internet chatter. I say it again. Create the space to be in silence and calm the internet chatter. Reflection is key to the path of self-mastery. This is for Aquarius. Okay, now a little bit. Then the last one is the Pisces. And what is the crystal? Okay, throat chakra. There is something to be expressed. Don't be a silent child. Express yourself in every way you can. Expression can heal you. And we have the shadow deck for you, the last one. Pisces, some shadows wanting to come still under the midsummer sun to aware. And Pisces, what you're not aware. They are jumping like a... I wonder how much energy I have here. Crown of Fire. And Mabon. Okay, it reminds you about like what happens after 6 months from now. I think it's connected to that next equinox in the autumn. Harvest what you sow now, you can reap later. This is Crown of Fire. This is like a Queen of Wands, I guess. That's very much doing energy. Indeed, what you are doing now, you get results in 6 months. I think Pisces, there's something really like you have to pay attention. What you're doing now starts the cycle. And this Crown Fire is, the Crown Fire blows out the flame. There is time and season for everything. She's here to usher in the endings, the dying of the fire. Okay, so it's actually, the Crown Fire is actually the King of Wands. But it's anyway this doing, mastering energy. Mabon here is one of the Wicca pagan parties, but I think it's in the autumn. Here we have this. So messy, this book. Here. Yeah, autumn equinox. So now we have like equinox, but now this is talking about 6 months from here. I think you should pay attention because you have expression. You have to express maybe about the goals, what you have for the next 6 months. And this, in this card, Demeter stays on the land for a little longer while her daughter Persephone begins her journey to the underworld. There is a sense of gratitude for what has been given and a sense of responsibility for what will be required. This is time to prepare our lives, both mundane and spiritual, for the cold, dark days to come. So it's kind of like a maintain, like now is hot, but the fire will be burning and then it's spent. So do wisely what you do now. It's then what you have. So what energy you put in now, you collect later. That's what Pisces. It's a wild card. And still the herbal astrology. This is the last one. I'm gonna end this reading, this Pisces reading, and I hope you enjoy my midsummer mandrake sensuality. Okay, this is kind of interesting all together, the cards. 45. So this is what Pisces do. Sensuality, discovering new forms of intimacy, finding the inner beloved, expression of health, sexuality, abundance. Known as Satan's apple, devil's apple and man's root, mandrake is one of the most famous mystical aphrodisiac plants. In ancient times, the dried root was soaked in wine and enjoyed as a love potion, and was believed to be a cure for infertility in women. Native to Mediterranean, the roots of this unusual plant look identical to a little human. Also called love apples in the Old Testament of the Bible, the golden yellow fruit of the mandrake can cause intoxicating sexual desire. Okay, and this is like fire is going burning so much that the candle goes off. I don't know, or maybe the candle go off and you need back the fire, you know. According to the Kabbalah, mandrake was the symbol of becoming one, and the text alludes to it being used in secret mystical rites in ancient Israel. In ancient Egypt, mandrake, fruit and wine were used as a love offering during courtship and consumed as aphrodisiacs. Mandrake is the embodiment of Hathor, the Egyptian goddess of love and fertility. There's a love rituals, not guidance. Mandrake is here to ask you to find new forms of intimacy. Ask yourself what inspires bliss, joy and passion in my life. Notice how you relax into flow and more easily attract what you need and desire when you focus on energy givers such as joy. Mandrake is here to assist you in liberating unchanneled creativity and sensuality, releasing energy from the sacral center and activating your pleasure centers to experience a higher form of love. Don't allow unworthiness, fear of rejection and inhibition of pleasure to stop you from experiencing higher love. Focus on giving your gifts to the world with overwhelming passion and opening up to receive and fearlessly. Okay, this was a lot for Pisces in the end, but it's these two cards are maybe reminding of that cold winter and something. Maybe it's even in the relationship wise that the candle is burnt off, but this mandrake could be a nice plant to find your sensuality and intimacy back into a relationship. The fish can be happily swimming this summer. Okay, so here was my free reading on my channel, and happy midsummer to everybody. I need to really get out of this room and somewhere, and I'm really glad that somebody like Jacqueline commented, and next time who knows when I'm gonna keep it here, but this should be now saved on my Facebook page so it can be still seen. Thank you and happy midsummer.